I am under control.
I am so obsessed during the weekends with cars.
It's almost like a drug.
Power and the torque is obviously giving you a kick. An adrenaline rush.
The Corvette just gives me a real kick, just because of the brute force.
Modern car just doesn't do anything for me at all.
Look at it. Beautiful. It's the most fun thing to do.
It's scary, that's for sure.
It's just a great thrill to be able to drive a car like that.
The old cars look so great, they're all different.
Engine in the front, rear-wheel driven, as a good GT should be.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Would you like to go to Monaco to drive a Type 35 Bugatti? Oh, well, yeah, OK.
You have to race. You just have to race.
I came here with the very first historic race 2 years ago.
I gave my drive to somebody else and I was working on the cars.
I enjoyed it a lot. It's just fantastic being by the beach.
We race the Alfa, the pre-war car, the Corvette and the Lotus 11. We have a lot of fun.
I brought two cars here, a Shelby Cobra car from 1963, the 289 cubic inch Ford engine, which is kind of a famous engine, and Lola T70 Mark I from 1965. I'm sharing the Cobra with a friend of mine from Portugal. We've done that before, so that's pretty cool.
I bought a 1963 Chevrolet Stingray, which is a phenomenal car. Not the perfect choice for a street circuit, but certainly challenging. Also a Lister Chevrolet.
The big races were the two-driver in the Stingray and then the Lister here.
I'm one of the lucky guys, I guess. I've been invited to come down to Porto by Mark Gibbon. We came here 2 years ago, and then about 6 months ago he said, would you like to come down to Porto? And I said, well, you know, try to stop me.
It's a low drag E-Type, 62, pretty much as a Jaguar was in its day, but more horsepower and a few up-to-date mods.
People want to race on the famous tracks that still exist. The thing that's special about the Masters Gentleman Drivers GT Trophy is all the cars are pre-1966. So there is a great era that people can relate to.
The mayor of Porto decided back when he came into office back in 2002 to revive this circuit.
In the 1950s, lots of cities and small towns even across particularly France and Italy would lay out a track on their streets and you'd go racing on it.
A street racetrack is more dangerous than a normal racetrack.
All these guys would come in and say, oh, this is dangerous and that's dangerous, and I'd be desperate to get out there and find what was dangerous.
It's very tight. You can't see the corners or where the corners finish or where they go.
Just coming around a sharp corner, the back slides. On a normal track, you can catch it. It might maybe go on the grass a bit. But here, it's just concrete. Nothing you can do about it.
You don't have the runoff areas, you don't have gravel pits.
There's nowhere to go. It is concrete everywhere.
You just have to sort of start building up a memory profile of the track. Just hope that you're remembering as it actually is.
There's no room for error.
That's the fun of this event. It's not like Silverstone, it's not like Nürburgring. It's Porto, and you've just got to put up and shut up and just enjoy yourself.
I had a Grand Prix Cooper, which I raced for a bit, and I wanted to sell. And David rang up and said, oh, I'm interested, and I want to, come and see it.
I didn't know him then, and I turned up, and I remember him starting it up, and it frightened the life out of me.
And I sold him the car, and then he said, well, yeah, I want to race it, but I haven't got anyone to look after it. So he asked me to do that. That was probably 12 years ago.
We've built up a friendship since then, and now Neil co-drives with me, and I'm, in fact, at this meeting driving with his son in a yellow Lotus 11.
I'm driving the Lotus 11. It's my first time in Porto, and I'm sharing with David Cook in the Gentleman Drivers Sports Endurance Race.
That's going to be a bugger then, adjusting the belt for you for Joe.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah. It will be a lot. Mind you, it's going to be easier having Joe in first because it's easier to tighten them. It is to release them, isn't it?
One day we arrive at the circuit and there is a very nice guy. He has nice eyes and a beautiful car. Then we start chatting and chatting. One day Mark tells me, oh, do you want to do the 6 hours of Spa? It started from there. We are good friends now. I don't remember anymore. But I would say some 5 years ago.
I've been involved in cars and repairs all my life. It was a little bit of modern stuff to start with, and I got involved with John, and he started buying historic cars.
In a modern professional race meeting, there are commercial teams trying to win points for a championship.
In modern racing, we are almost more interested in the pilots than in the cars.
Public access and the spectators have been pretty much forgotten.
What I like in classic racing is that the cars are the stars.
If you've got a nice car and you have an opportunity to go and race it, you don't just want to turn up at the track, sweat away with the tools and the problems, drive the car, put it back in the truck and go away again.
We turn up at the track, we've got all their facilities, we can sit and chat, talk about the races, talk about the good things, talk about the bad things we've done.
Did you wind the window down? Why in that? No, in this. It's a good idea, though.
It's not just pure racing and the thrill of racing we get out of it. It's the fun of being with a set of like-minded people.
It's opened up a whole new set of friendships, a whole new set of intrigue. I mean, all the cheating that takes place here, you just wouldn't believe.
How are these guys to deal with? Are there pains?
No, it's brilliant. They're so easy going. It's lovely.
Yeah.
The gossip around who's cheating, who's not cheating, and how they're cheating.
I want to ask him again once they took off.
It just blows your mind what goes on.
Have you seen they've got the neck of that car and the sliding window? Yeah. It's quite a good idea. You just get so hot.
Can you do some mods? You happy?
Yeah. All fixed?
Yeah, go and get some lunch.
It's only really been for me since the Masters series launched their series of races on us that the whole lot came together.
They might be anything from bankers to lawyers to architects to business tycoons to guys who own a garage and know how to prepare a race car.
How long have you been doing this?
All my life. I restore cars for a living. Part of the job is actually testing the cars, so through the testing of the cars I got into the racing.
I had a successful rugby career when I was younger, and I stopped in 1987, and then I was taken to a historic racing meet at Silverstone and thought I might have a go, and that was 10 years ago.
Been brought up around cars, and the exciting bit for me was the racing, so when we went away at the weekends it was always good fun to watch, and I couldn't wait to get in the car myself, so When I was old enough, I did. When I was 17, I went to Silverstone Racing School, and I've raced ever since. I work for a guy called Gregor Fiskin. He races cars as well.
I started instructing on racetracks. I was fortunate enough to be invited to join the Porsche Driving Experience, sitting beside our new customers in their new 997s, Carrera GTs, Cayennes, Boxsters, whatever you like to call it.
I'm actually on a board of a company that supplies software management systems to one of the Formula One teams, so I have a little bit involved, but nothing to do with my professional life.
IT, so in the IT business, communications, networking, that kind of stuff.
Down that back straight.
Yeah, second and third, but getting it into fourth anywhere on the limiter, I found quite hard.
I was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 18. I was just on a gap year from school, so everything was taken away and I went straight to hospital. I had a bone marrow transplant from an unrelated donor. The doctor said it would probably be a year before I'd start racing again. Having something amazing to do is always a drive and a motivator. After 5 months, I got back in a racing car. I work as an ambassador for the Teenage Cancer Trust, who are a UK-based charity. I first got involved with a couple of friends of mine who were racing at Le Mans. We did a sponsorship scheme whereby we raised money for the charity as well as putting sponsorship and logos on the car. In historic racing, you've got a lot of people with a lot of money, so the more exposure you can give to the charity, the better it is, hopefully.
I started racing in 2000, so about 7 years ago.
I'm 52 years old. I raced cars since I'm 40. I started quite early, at 40 years. That was when I could afford to race.
I've been doing it since 2003.
I retired and thought, shit, this sounds just great. I started 6 years ago and I was lost in the races.
I've been racing on and off since about 1970-ish. It's such a long time ago, I can't remember.
The thing is about historic racing for many of us, you need some time on your hands and you need to have saved up a few pennies to just do it, getting the cars transported, getting yourself there, the pit crews.
During the season, from April till October, it's typically, 1 out of every 2 weeks or something that I'm somewhere.
I always cheat and I say, I only do 4 races a year. It's not true. I only count the ones that are outside the Iberian Peninsula.
Travelling around Europe, that's where I get a bit of a buzz.
When we go racing, we like to have a good session and get it out of our system for a couple of weeks.
My family come and they enjoy it. I've got my Australian family here as well. They've come over for a 3-week trip.
I've got my son here at Porto with me.
They come along occasionally.
I race, I watch cars on TV. They say it's too much, so they don't enjoy.
The object of today's free practice and qualifying later today is to make sure you qualify for a race tomorrow.
We had a first gear problem, so we had to take the engine out, gearbox out, replace the gearbox, basically strip all the engine components off, slide the engine forward as far as possible to be able to undo the bell housing, to take the gearbox out, change the bell housing on the gearbox, engine back in. It's like 6 or 8 hour operation to sort.
How'd you do it? Just got it on the gearbox time, put it in the gearbox in.
So we have qualifying now, which is 40 minutes. I'll do the first 20 minutes and then Carlos Barbeau will do the second.
The next out on qualifying, gentlemen drivers.
Each car has something called a transponder, which cuts a beam as you go past the start-finish line. So each car is automatically timed. All the times are pinned up on the board over there, and you get timesheets. And then you can read off what your time was. You can even read which lap the quickest lap occurred on, so you can tell which driver is quickest, which is quite useful.
To get 3 qualifying, you've got to get 3 laps in that in.
That decides your grid position.
And who's going to change for who? John's going to come out?
John's going to start and Jason will get in.
Combine the 2 grids. So there were 2 races. That's in one race I'm doing with Joe, and that's in another race. And they've put the 2 races into one grid, so there's 2 races going on in one race. As much waving as possible, so we picked you up, and then you point us in to where you want us to go. Jeff's going to get me out of that, and then we're going to bring Joe in, and Jeff's going to get me into the Lotus.
So you're going to change first in this car?
Yeah.
Then you're going to stand by.
My helmet needs to be ready for that car.
Then he's going to come in and you change with him in that car.
In the race, it will be hard. Somehow we'll work it out. We'll sit down in the bar tonight and work out a plan, I'm sure.
That's an early start, huh?
Have you seen even Noida?
Yeah, he's just finished. He drove now, Carlos Balbo, so he'll be here.
We were carrying a lot of fuel. We're quite an amateur outfit, and if we were a bit more professional, we'd put the minimum amount of fuel in there. It uses 1.5 litres a minute, which is quite high fuel consumption. When you think how much that weighs, I mean 140 litres of fuel, it's like having 2 people extra in the car.
I backed off.
Wasn't gaining much on you. I think you were keeping up with him. I think you've done the right thing. It's getting slippery out there, so I thought, fuck it. No point in going and breaking a car, is there?
You may have noticed in this gentleman driver's race there was a red Stingray. I got a silver Stingray. Both of us knew that we had to beat the other Stingray.
Came in a bit early, Bob, sorry, but I had a guy in front of me. Okay. Yeah, you're ready to go, man.
Are you showing me the board?
Huh?
How fast are you doing?
Yeah, there's a board, Debbie.
39.
39?
Did I do it 39? Yeah. That's not bad, huh? Okay, my friend, take it easy. Car's handling pretty good, Carlos.
Don't worry.
We're on Dunlop M's, huh? L's.
I know.
L's. Full throttle.
Can you get the other one, Bruce?
time. It's totally different to a normal track, because at least in a normal track you can see the end of the corner. Here you can't. Like a virtual reality game. It's going to do that. You've got to log it in your mind.
Just felt a bit sick. I had an omelette for breakfast and I think it was sort of on its way back out again. So I just stopped early. It'll be right for the race, yeah. I just need to have a drink and not eat anything else. It should be a really good race, the Silver Corvette. Halfway around on my first lap I started to feel sick, so I just kept on because I wanted to set a time. I had a good lap and set a pretty good time.
We had a diff problem, which caused the brakes to knock off.
Well, did 2 laps, everything was going well, and the fuel pressure just went away.
Really good to see V8s together on the track. They just fill the track, fill the mirror, and there's just lots and lots of noise.
The pump is working, so somewhere there's a blockage.
And how was it to switch to the Lotus?
Fine, that's just a totally different. You've got to get a bit of a, get yourself into gear, because it is so different, that car, to the Corvette. Braking distances and gear changes. You get on it pretty quickly.
We didn't really know what it was until we figured it out, and we were just out of fuel.
Oh, God, fuck! Shit.
We did a 2:40. That was my time, but I went quicker than David. We'll get a group position according to that.
What would be like your kind of like hero desire?
Dream lap. Here 2:35 or something. We might get down to that in the race.
Yes!
Is your ear all right?
Probably in the top 10. But just got to wait for the results now to see. But the car's going good, so we're happy.
Fourth, fifth, sixth, I don't know.
The car's in one piece and we're looking good for the race. All our cars are running well.
I was able to get a good lap in early on, and I decided to bring the car in early just so I could save it.
In the day, these would have done longer races, but these are really sprint races, flat-out races for historic cars.
The time I set this morning positioned me, I think, 11th on the grid. I think leading the class.
The heat builds up, it's very hard on the cars. During the race today, you'll see quite a few cars drop out. If you're there at the end, you're normally somewhere.
The car really shouldn't be too much higher.
That's how David and I go racing. Just sort of grind them down.
It's a long race, so starting there doesn't put me off.
Had 3 really good runs, everything's fine, but the nature of the cars, there's a lot that needs checking. Oil levels and tyres and fuel levels. So even though you have no problems, there's a lot of work to do on the cars in between practices and races.
We had no brake pedal. The diff bearings collapsed and caused the disc to distort. Pushing the pads back, the pedal went to the floor until they pumped it for the second pump, the pedal had come back again. We considered it too dangerous and it was too big a job for me to do in the time left before the race. So unfortunately we had to pull it out of the race.
All the races are quite long, so here they're 80 minutes. and they're what we call a mini endurance race.
If he's coming in at 50, you need to be in and out and change. So how long do you want to be out?
Call David in at 45.
You should bring me in at 45.
Okay, so 5 minutes is all right.
Yeah. But you've got to remember, the pit lane isn't by the pits.
Give us the in, then you've got to come over to do the 2 changes. You've got to change this and that one as well.
It's an 18-minute race, so it'll be after 40 minutes. It's a bit of a nightmare because normally everybody wants to share the race, so everybody normally comes in after 40 minutes.
The driver change in the gentleman drivers race, that has to be done at the utmost speed.
Sometimes they want you to wait a minute, so you don't really have to hurry. But here, you know, the quicker you've changed drivers, you can go.
In the pits there, it's sort of mayhem for a little while.
You rehearse this, or you just...
We should.
Ready when you are. Come on, let's do it again.
I'm not doing it again, I'm fucking hard. And I will struggle to get that in.
Do you need to make that a bit bigger now?
Really?
You're going to get that on?
Yeah.
Just breathe in deep.
You don't need these.
Don't eat anything. The trouble is we're 2 fat boys.
You have to choose your friends and co-drivers very carefully. It's not something where you just go out and choose the guy with the fastest times. Somebody who's just a bit better than you, or in Rob's case, much better than me. But he's a tremendously safe driver.
These guys actually take it on the chin. As long as you're not going to be aggressive. You can be fast, but you don't have to be aggressive.
With these cars, drive at sort of 9/10. Don't really try to push too hard just because, you know, there's a lot of value in the car. Not the most safe things when you're hitting a wall or something.
Neil and his son, they've gained a lot of experience and they're very good drivers and they're competent drivers.
I like going around a circuit as fast as I possibly can, irrespective of the competitors. I like to know that I'm getting as much out of the car as is possible. If you don't go off every now and again, you don't really know where your limits are. Now, you've got to make sure you don't go off on a street circuit like this because you're into the concrete wall.
If you drive these very powerful cars without the electronics, you have to be, you know, careful, meaning that you don't want to hit the throttle too soon because then you'll be looking at things backwards.
3 or 4 years ago, I couldn't have dreamed of driving around this track at these sort of speeds in these sort of cars. It would just be ridiculous.
What you find is that if you do it a lot, you progress.
When I knew Mark, he was slow. Nowadays, he's very fast because he drives. The more you drive, the better you are.
One of the cars that I drove at Laguna Seca has recently been sold for an undisclosed sum, but somewhere between 1.2 and 1.5 million pounds. And although you try to get the best out of the car, you also, in your own mind, are aware of its value. And its value to your friend, too.
I tend not to go off in Mark's cars. Driving other people's cars, you just that a bit more careful.
I've had cars run into me, but and I've touched another car, but no, nothing serious.
I've ridden off a couple of cars, yes, but again, you know, an injured leg, but no, nothing major.
Oh, I've smashed my XK up 2 or 3 times. Once quite badly, all at Mallory Park in England. Span the car off Gerrard's, hit all 4 corners of it.
In my very first season in the X-Jack Brabham Cooper, which you know is a 57 car, no roll bar, no belts, I rolled that at Silverstone.
The car ended up on top of him, and that was scary. Because, you know, there's a moment after an accident where not much happens and you're trying to work out if he's all right and if he's not all right.
I saw the aftermath and it's obviously never very nice.
David being very fit and very strong, he actually pushed the Cooper off. He was in the gravel pit upside down and he actually pushed the Cooper off his head.
I mean, it's part of racing and it's just something, you know, you sort of take into consideration when you go out there.
He was fine, he was not even bruised. But that was quite scary.
My partner is scared to death. She has finally come round to it. She started timing me. It took her mind off all the things that could go wrong. She's now actually excited by it.
When you're on the pit wall and the car doesn't come round, then you start thinking, oh dear, is it something I've done?
I had an accident in Formula Ford, which was pretty big.
Worry until the checkered flag, because you've built the car, you've got to hope that everything you've done correct.
The car broke on me and then I had an accident on the back of that.
A couple of years ago at Le Mans, in the Le Mans Classic, when a car on the Mulsanne straights, its bonnet or its hood came off, and the car behind, a C-type Jaguar, swerved to avoid him and hit the barrier and then turned over. And this is on the fastest part of the circuit. And we saw this ahead of us and saw the marshals running to the car. The car did not have a roll hoop. So we saw the car upside down, and then it started to burn. And that was obviously extraordinary, unique in terms of an accident, but very worrying at the time. The driver, he survived. Another driver had stopped because he had a removable fire extinguisher and started to put the fire out.
Does it make you nervous in some races?
Yes, but it's what he wants to do more than anything else, and it's what I wanted to do more than anything else. Yes, there are risks, but you just try and make everything as safe as you possibly can on the car, and you brief him and you tell him how he should be driving.
Right, just concentrate on getting home.
So far, everything's going fine. I've got a full fuel tank here, huh? Now we're going out just after the pre-war cars, so there may be oil on the track. Very spongy now, huh? Before the pedal was hard, did you bleed them? The pedal is normally much harder, now it's much farther away. It's okay, I think we're fine. I mean, it brakes, so we're okay.
Okay, well, good luck. Too hot though, Jesus.
Yeah, it looks hot. Okay, good luck.
Who's driving now? In the E-Type or in the... Oh shit.
Just want a good finish, good race.
thrill that I'd see red so early. But the bastard just got us at the start. As if he had afterburns.
I couldn't have that silver Corvette in front.
Yes,
I couldn't have it in front.
For everybody here, it's about competition. Most of these people are very competitive.
I've had my competitive sporting career in rugby, and I don't need to prove anything at all.
A lot of good vibes between us all. But once we're out on the track, then it is very different. At the right point in the race, getting yourself ready to put another car between the two of you. Who maybe is not easy to get past for some reason. That's all part of racing.
Look down the inside of somebody, they'll give way to you. They won't knock you off. They won't close the door on you. But if you go down the inside, they usually do that. Give you a signal. If somebody comes down the inside of you, okay, give him the corner, but then try and overtake him on the straight or overtake him into the next corner. You're able to trust the guys around you, and that's very important.
The competitive thing is good. It's just great feeling to know that you're pushing the car on yourself to the absolute limit.
It's important to be able to make the car work properly and drive it properly, but also to be aware so much of not wrecking it.
You cannot let your attention slip.
Safety car out.
Because of whom?
I don't know what happened. David will tell you when he comes in.
It doesn't last long in your mind. You then want to get on with driving. You realize the green flag is then out and you're off again.
If you go off, it's more a feeling of complete and utter annoyance and frustration that you made such a silly mistake. Because you always know, instantaneously what you did wrong. Damn it, I should have been a little bit tighter or a little bit wider, or 5 miles an hour too fast into that corner. And I just feel real annoyance in myself for making a mistake.
Finished, get in, get going. Pulled over. Okay.
going to bring me in on the safety car, but what's happened? The yellow car's hit the wall. I probably would have stayed out another 5 or 10 minutes because the car's going well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going great. So I got past out of the vet, and that was importantly. The safety car incident was a Cobra that had gone into the wall here.
Which was over here, yeah.
And then the safety car was out for some time. Whether the pit crew were going to bring me in or not, I don't know. But we're okay. We're okay.
Yeah.
Just finished the race.
Did you not hear me short shifting on the straight? You can't drive it.
Joe hit the wall and somehow managed to get the car back. And then I looked at it, and having had one before, I've done the same damage. Where you think the wheel's coming off, it actually can't turn on the alley that's been punched in.
Has anyone got any gaffer tape? So Rich, it's quite nice, it's quite cool in there now.
Okay. Hang on. Yeah, okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Car's running like a bee. No, all good, all good.
I've never ever been so hot. Never.
The saddler, the car on pole, yeah, I think he must have locked up his front brake, so he went straight ahead into the tire wall, so that's not good.
The track is getting slippery in 2 or 3 points.
There's a Cobra that stopped just a little bit further. You guys may have seen it. That's what caused the safety car.
There's some attrition out there, some permanent, some temporary.
I had a good time.
Great fun, but I have to be honest, the best thing I've seen all day was to sign my pit crew up saying in. And I knew then I had 1 lap, so I could come in and get a drink. I've got another race in 2 hours. I need to go in a refrigerator.
It's 46.
Hancock, David Cook, Anthony Hancock, whoever is driving this week.
On the podium.
The safety car pack being led by number 20, which is the race leader, Nigel Webb.
What's happening on the safety car?
The race has been red flagged, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, so that will be declared as a result.
What's happening? They've red flagged the race. Shit! The Red E-Type is first, Miguel Amaral second, the Healy third, then
The green E-Type 4 and we're 5. We still have 20 minutes of race time to go. Why do they stop the race? We're not coming from around the corner.
I did my 40 minutes, 41, 42 minutes, came in. He jumps in, off he goes. But there were problems out on the track.
I was hoping you could make up 2 positions, which I think was in the stars.
After 3 or 4 laps, the race was halted.
Yeah, it was a shame, I think someone said there's 20 minutes to run, so... Yeah. What had happened to stop it? I think that oil. Oil.
A few cars had gone off into the barriers.
They could have run the safety car maybe for another 5 minutes.
They got about 2 decent laps, and then there's an oil slick at the top of the straight here. They just had about 15 people putting sand on the oil, and I guess they decided to stop. I was very frustrated. I was probably all over. So I hardly got going, with there was the red and yellow flag, which means oil, so you got to be careful through that part of it. So I hardly got going.
Okay. There's oil on the track, but you see where the oil is. There's flags for oil, but there's 20 minutes of race time left. So I don't really get it.
Oil coming down the hill, but it was on the right-hand side, and nobody uses that part of the road.
How many laps do you get to do?
3, perhaps?
Under the safety car?
No, 4 with the safety car. At least Mark got 40 minutes, and I got some 8 or 10.
No, I had quite a few laps. Yeah, we did that driver change, and I went out. Unfortunately, it was red flagged at the end. A Healy blew up, spread a whole load of oil on the track.
There's no deadly accidents or anything like that?
No, nothing, just a little bit of oil.
Yeah. But it was good fun. The atmosphere was there. What?
People are very heated with arguments over there.
Oh yeah? Where?
Yeah. I think just a friend of ours, Racing Dragon, he wants to hit the race organizer, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You got a hell of a start. I was behind the lister, and then suddenly, as I was saying, whoomph, it all went red again. I tried to hang on to him, but it was tough. He was driving brilliantly because he was trying to put the odd slower car in between the two of us. And he was successful at that.
I got to have a beer tonight, no.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could still see that little red speck in the distance, and I wanted to hang on to it.
Where did you end up? Do you know in the race?
No.
We know we ended up 13th. You never know.
Back 13th.
The Cobra, we came in 5th overall.
Count in one piece, we're okay.
As they say, in order to finish first, you first have to finish.
Just gotta make them finish.
I was saying before I hadn't had many big accidents, but there's got a bit of contact today, which is unusual.
We're missing a door.
Well, we've got the door.
Yeah, the door.
It's not on the car anymore, though.
We've got to finish, anyway.
Yeah.
Well done, team.
What was it, your brakes were cold?
No. Healy hit me.
What did he do? Come down the inside there?
Come down the outside.
Is that what took the door off?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I like that mod. That keeps you,
It's very cool.
It keeps you very cool.
Somebody had become ill in the car, so somebody actually had a heart attack in the car. No, seriously.
A heart attack. Yes, I've heard that story.
The person was able to come into the pit with the car, but then the ambulance came in and took him away. But the ambulance couldn't get out without the race being stopped.
Thank God the guy did not die, because leaving from here by ambulance to the nearest hospital takes a long time.
That's the primary reason why they red flagged the race, which, hard to get a better reason than that.
I thought we'd broken down because Joe came into the pits and he said it was overheating and he lost the door. So I just sent him out again. And then when you came in, you said, oh, Joe's broken down, that Joe stopped. So I thought you were out the race.
When I came round there and saw you were facing the wrong way.
I thought it was terminal.
Oh,
That's
that's
why I said to Dad, I said, Joey's out. Finish, get in, get going. You said it was overheating or something. I said, well, he's out. Just get a finish. And the next thing, Ollie's shouting at me, saying, I think it can go.
And he stopped on the corner where the door came off. And the marshal gave him the door back.
No, Julian.
What, on the next lap?
No,
yes.
Julian gave me the door back. He'd crashed there at the first
same
lap.
corner.
So you really got the most out of it. He got his ass kicked.
I didn't have my ass kicked. I was just...
Well, we haven't got the lap times yet, have
I think we have.
we? have.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not too far ahead, are you?
Not another 500 quid he owes you, is he?
Yeah, something near that.
You can put that
but I only had a half a car. You got to give
It's lighter.
I had
aerodynamics. No, you had less weight.
By 5
You had no door.
Aerodynamics have gone.
Anthony, the money is one. He can give me to fix the car.
What a weekend of ups and downs, eh? Just such a disappointment to look out of the hotel window at 6 o'clock this morning and see that rain coming down.
Normally when it rains, you know, the racing goes on.
We had one race cancelled for today. There's another race at the end of the day for another friend of mine who we brought down, who's the fastest driver of the three of us, and he's going to be driving that race solo.
I could be gung-ho, doesn't matter what you do, get on and race it. Come on, Mark, yeah, I can race your car for you. And he'd go, yeah, okay, Rob. But I just want to be sensible.
They say it's going to be better than this morning, but worse than this morning it couldn't be.
The race is going to happen. It's probably going to be wet.
If you would ask the drivers, that would not be a good process because nobody would want to be the first one to say, no, I'm not racing, you know?
Unless the track is perfectly dry, I'm not going to race it. Because I'm here as a guest. I don't normally drive this car. I've never driven it in the wet.
I've once decided, also on the street circuit in Po, when it was raining really bad, to not run the car. The possible damage is not worth it.
Let's be honest, I would like him to invite me again one day. Or somebody else.
At the end of the day, there's worse problems in the world than, a bit of rain on a Sunday. There's so many historic racing events now, a lot more than there were, 4 or 5 years ago. You could almost have a race every weekend if you want to.
Silverstone next stop.
Spa, which is fantastic.
This is into Silverstone.
I'll do Silverstone end of July, then Spa in first weekend of October.
Oh, in Silverstone I'll be bringing a Gulf Mirage, which is a spectacular car that I've only recently started racing. So that should be fun. And an old Maserati, in 1956 car. So two extremes.